Well, here it is. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, almost 2:15. We got 4 minutes and we have what we call the FOMC blast off. And that's where we're going to see what kind of knee jerk that we get out of this broader market. And basically, that micro strategy right here was a great short. As soon as it hubbed all the way up, I told you it would be at least a minimum of $5 reversal. Sorry, big time short of the week off of the high at the first pass micro strategy. And not only that, that was a listed pre market. It's right there. We talked about how people needed to get net short on that. FCX in the commodity market, we're starting to see some life. We're starting to see some money flow there before the FOMC meeting. We still like it. The contracts of the 110 calls got down to 250. They're kind of like, we like to know, though, that we're going to start a new uptrend and run up toward that 120 high on that FCX before we feel it's our due diligence to really take a really hardcore position as we always do. We've got Apple burning highs at 345. I've got Google intraday just burning right up to 622.49 with a reversal to 615.28 on a slide that bid. That's what they did in the early sessions, was short that tape down. And then after they shorted the tape down, they walked that dog right off of that 615.28 up there. What a nice move down and up. Combine these round trip trades as a market maker intraday. You're living in, guess where? Wherever you want, because you can afford it, because you made the market the way that markets are made. And we're going to monitor the FOMC meeting knee jerk. And we're going to watch every one of these stocks right here to see what kind of jerk we get. There's that 620 put, and here's that call option right there on Google. 610 call, 620 put. What a trade. There it is. We're getting that knee jerk right now. So we're getting a slight knee jerk. We got 2 minutes. You can see how equity prices just dropped. We've got senior traders on alert to take this micro strategy higher. If they want to rip that thing back toward 115, you know how to get on that one off of them lows. That great short. We got 2 minutes to count down. FOMC meeting for new MMTs. New MMMTs. New MMMTs, the one with the biggest money, and our price line short early right there. So we're going to talk about that FOMC meeting. The numbers coming out any moment. It is right now 15 minutes after 2:15 Eastern time. 2:15 Eastern what? Eastern time. Eastern time. We're waiting on that Fed decision and see what the public reaction is really going to be. And for new MMTs that are in the trading division, well, this is part of your boot camp training. You need to know exactly what these knee-jerk reactions are going to be based on their public reaction. I don't see anything changing. I don't have a number yet. It should be momentarily. MMT. Here are the prices. Google's dropping. You can see where the current prices are going to be. You're going to be able to have this in your arsenal, MMTs, as one of your first Fed decisions. Some are really great, man. Lately, they haven't been worth crap. It just depends on what people's attitude and sentiment's going to be in these names. Baidu was a great short that Flag had off of a topping pattern.
There it is. The fund rates are there unchanged.
Unchanged fund rates. Let's see if there's any knee jerk.
Unchanged. 0 to 0.25%.
Okay, watch price reactions. Due to
Rates
Baidu.
inflation
continue.
trends, let me listen to the statements. Watch. They slid the bid on Google. You can see them sliding Apple. You can see where the call contracts have gone down on the. You can see MicroStrategy folding back over. Price line very weak. Look at that FCX. Look at that FCX. It's burning right down here. There's a big pop here. So the public reaction is they don't know what to do. Going to purchase 600 billion of longer term little doodads there. Here's the bounces. Look at them.
Getting higher on the Dow, up to 1216, up 39, up 40, up 717 on the S&P, about to break 1300 at 1299.22, up 8. Can we break 13 on the S&P?
That 13 is a big one. Look at that
Up
Apple. We're
42
long
on the Dow,
Apple.
1219.
Bid popping.
Bid pop on
The
Google.
bid popping. Here's the bid pop. There's the bid pop. Look at the prices, MMTs. This is going to be one of the best FOMC training things. It's just, again, a knee jerk to what you're seeing is how the public reacts. But you're seeing wide bid and ask, 1790 by 1870. Buddy, look at how wide that is if you want to buy these calls. Naturally, you have to be bidding lower. You're watching FCX, it's just grinding right here, up $2.48. Apple had a bid pop, and it's kind of, things are stabilizing. So that's the FOMC meeting knee-jerk reaction, which wasn't much. In the past, over the years, you could see, these prices pop $5 or drop $8 and then bounce $7 off of the low. We're not seeing any kind of action like that. Those days will be coming because price volatility is here to stay for 2011. And basically, look, there's a lot of money on the sideline that's going to be chasing the broader markets. So basically taking that fund manager out of the emerging market and taking what they made in their gains and then finding the U.S. market attractive to start putting money together in equities. That's why you can stay, people don't know how to adjust to markets, but certainly it'll show up in the bull or the bear behavior. But what will show up is that we keep making higher highs. And you can stay overbought for a period of time. You can do all kinds of things. Google here, you can see the price volatility in Google in the prints right here. Okay. And you can see here where we slid that bid on Apple. And you can see what kind of a knee-jerk, there are several prices. You got Amazon in here. You want to look at getting net long off the bottom on that one, new MMTs. What you would do is just go look at it, and then you would see where that buy action would come in. Minus $28 million a day on 2.6 million shares on Amazon. FOMC alert. FOMC alert. That will conclude the FOMC and how we're sliding bids across the board on the headline news. As the public reaction is a public buy tape or sell tape, and in the middle there, it's where SMF market makers decide where they're going to make a market. And they're sliding that bid right now on Apple. Look at that thing. They just torqued it down about a teeny and a half.